Hey folks, wind advisory stays in effect for the three counties closest to the coast until 8 o'clock tonight. Gusts still possible up to 50 to 55 miles per hour. Here's what we've seen the last hour across the valley. About 25 out west, but 43 in McAllen, 44 in Harlingen, 43 in Port Isabel. All the winds coming up out of the south today. Let's watch Future Track, and the suggestion is at 7 o'clock the winds are still sustained. That's the continuous wind at about 20 to 25 miles an hour, so gusts still up to about 40. By the time we get to midnight or so, the wind has died down. Notice you're looking at 10 to 15 in most areas. That's when our front is making its way into the region. That front, the wind may die for a little bit, may go calm for a little while, but then it picks up again from the northwest. By tomorrow morning, the winds are already strong, and by noon, you're looking at about 20 miles an hour out of the northwest, but not nearly as strong as today. And by the end of the day tomorrow, winds are down to about normal, 4 or 5 miles an hour by 6 o'clock, and that will be the end of that. But let's look at this now in terms of the rainfall potential. Future Track suggests there's a lot of moisture in the eastern part of the valley right now, and there is, but not seeing much in the way of rainfall. By 11 o'clock tonight, the front's on the map over the valley. Showers, maybe a thunder shower, try to break out ahead of it. By midnight, the front's pushing through, and ahead of it, some showers break out in the coastal counties. Now, this is the southern end of a line of rain that goes from here all the way up into the middle part of the country. The line has to end somewhere, right? The question is it going to end up here or down here? If we were 50 miles north, I'd say it's going to rain for sure. If we were 50 miles south, I'd say it's not going to rain at all. We're right on that line, so it's hard to tell exactly where the rain's going to develop. It will, if it'll develop this far south. Even by 1 o'clock in the morning, you're still looking at if something happens right along the coast. By the time we get to 3:30 in the morning, it's all gone. Some leftover clouds. So put about a 30% chance in there for a shower thunderstorm tonight, the best chance eastern part of the valley. By the time you get to 7, 8, 9 o'clock in the morning, it's gone. Sun shines out, and it turns out really, really nice tomorrow, which makes it nice if you happen to be walking in the Causeway Run or running at 36th Annual Causeway Run. Starts out in Port Isabel about 8 o'clock in the morning. It'll be 61 degrees. Then go across the causeway. I'm giving you an hour to get to the island. 64 degrees by 9 a.m. By the time you finish, you do the whole 10K. About 66 degrees by 10 a.m. The issue is, as you're going across the causeway, a left to right wind at about 20 to 25 miles an hour. It's going to try to push you off to the right as you walk across the causeway, but there'll be plenty of sunshine for that run tomorrow. Temperature-wise, here's where we are right now across the valley. Readings have cooled back into the 70s after being in the 80s in many locations. Tomorrow, we're topping out in the mid-70s. That's it. Northwest wind 12 to 20. The wind will diminish as the day goes on. As far as temperatures the next 3 days, the normal is 70. We're going to be above that, even behind the front. 73, 78, and 76. Now, for us, slight chance for a non-severe thunderstorm. Again, we're in the area that's not even on this chart. It's a 0 over here. That doesn't mean it's not going to rain. There's a slight possibility of a gusty thunderstorm, but not severe. Just to the north, Corpus Christi, over to just north of Laredo, a marginal risk, meaning isolated severe storms are possible. And you go wider, look at northeast Texas. Widespread severe storms are likely, and they're already happening. Let's look. From San Antonio back to Eagle Pass, just west of San Antonio, we've already got thunderstorms. The watch has just been extended down to just north of Laredo. The worst weather of the day right now, right there between Dallas and Fort Worth. The DFW airport sits right about here, They are under a tornado warning as we speak. That's all to the north of us. What we expect here at the coast is this: northwesterly winds tomorrow, 15 to 25 knots. If you're walking that walk across the bridge, you look down at the water, it's going to be really choppy. Gale warnings in effect until 8 o'clock tonight. So for tonight, mainly cloudy with a slight chance for a shower, even a gusty thunderstorm, but the chance is about 30%. Better chance if you're close to the coast. Then tomorrow, mainly sunny, breezy, and cooler. Temperatures only in the 70s. Northwest winds about 12 to 20. I think Sunday, a few clouds stream back in, and Sunday night into Monday, we bring in that isolated shower possibility. Then next week, we're in the 80s pretty much all week long. Even with the front late in the week, temperatures still top out right around 80. We'll continue to keep an eye on the thunderstorm threat and, of course, the winds with an update a little bit later in the newscast. Oscar.